You been drinking tonight?
Yes.
Every 39 minutes,
Blah, 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 blah.
someone in the U.S.
Kind of smell the alcohol a little bit.
dies in a drunk driving crash.
You think he crashed?
But what happens when those sworn to serve and protect
I'm a police officer too.
I got friends that work with you all.
are themselves the danger behind the wheel?
He's drunk. That sucks for him.
11 Alive investigates found in the last 5 years, 290 law enforcement officers were arrested for DUI.
Okay, well, spin around for me. You're under arrest for DUI this time.
Of those, about 30 eventually had their law enforcement certifications revoked.
I'm just going to let you know
The other 260
I'm in the academy.
were allowed to remain in law enforcement.
I work for DeKalb. I work in law enforcement too.
I think the public has the right to know that the people that are doing this job are held to a high standard.
Chris Harvey is executive director of the Georgia Peace Officer Standards and Training Council, or POST, the agency determining whether to revoke an officer's certification.
This council has taken a basic position that if an officer is involved in a DUI from a POST perspective, they're generally given a chance to accept probation, pay a fine, usually attend some drug or alcohol awareness training, and then continue on with their career.
In Georgia, any additional reprimands are at the discretion of the agency employing them. It was everything from a 5% pay decrease to a demotion to a promotion to moving to a civilian position. How is it possible that there's such a huge difference in how these different agencies are approaching this?
Well, because each agency is autonomous and they have their ability to set their own standards for things.
So how many officers were terminated by their agency following a DUI arrest? 18%.
18%.
18%.
I guess that's why they do it, yeah.
We broke the news to neighbors in Gwinnett that the person who smashed into their mailboxes last year was a deputy driving his patrol car drunk, who then fled the scene.
They didn't stop.
Will you blow into a preliminary breath test?
Absolutely not.
No? Okay.
Come on, guys.
Why is it the agency of their brothers making the decision of what happens to their job?
We're on the same side, man. Told me, hey, look, go the other way.
The fact that, an officer may be involved in DUI is something that really should be looked at, but it's something that people do all the time.
We can't be out here getting people DUI and then we do it ourselves.
For officers who drive impaired, the varied consequences are often temporary. But the consequences for victims like Janine Melvin are, if not life-ending, then certainly lifelong.
It just seemed like out of nowhere this car came and bam, it hit me.
Can you tell me what happened?
I just hit the curb right here.
Hit the curb? There's no curb over here.
The suspect, who was not a law enforcement officer, spent 30 days in jail for the DUI conviction. A year later, Janine is still dealing with the fallout.
When you're always used to being independent, and now you have to be dependent. I mean, how's that fair?
Would it be possible to standardize in some way via the agencies, what punishments are?
Not unless the legislature did something.
I know he's a police officer. There's still a limit on that.
Absolutely.
You know that.
The public trust is paramount. Police officers are not above the law.